All right, you guys, I'm going to go over the charts and some setups for this week, but please make sure to have a very happy Mother's Day. And yes, we will run the Mother's Day special for those who want the easy MT5 with all the MT4s included. You can do that. One last thing on Mother's Day. You may hear Nancy's voice in the background. Her mother just passed away night before last night, and so she's on the phone with all of her family making funeral arrangements. If you have your mother, which I don't have my mother anymore either, if you have your mother, don't take her for granted. Make sure you guys patch things up, do whatever you have to do to celebrate your moms. And all the Happy Mother's Day shout outs, I want to just say Happy Mother's Day to y'all. All right, anyway, it's an emotional thing. So my mother-in-law, we was cool. So she just passed away 2 days ago. So let's move on. No tears on this video. Real quick, I'm going to go to the Forex charts, and we're going to go over that. And also I want to go and just do a quick tutorial for those who are using the Parallel Uni-Verz. Keep it very, very simple. Okay, either use the 3-minute or the 5-minute. The higher the time frame, and you can listen, you can go all the way up to the daily if you wanted to. It's just that for day traders, look at this, if you would have won this trade. Okay, let's see, I'm looking at the wrong one, sorry, wrong time frame. Let me go, where was that? Daily, sorry, here we go. All right, here's the daily chart. So if you had your own money and you weren't restricted by your broker because you're using a prop firm, yes, you can even use this on the daily. Imagine you ended the trade right here. This is where it triggered, kept on going. Here's the next day, here's the next day, and here's where price action is. So imagine that from here all the way up to here, this is where you are in the futures market on your personal account. Oh my God. Can you imagine how much money you made on one trade? Oh my God, that is crazy. So anyway, but for the rest of us who are using prop firms, the 3-minute and the 5-minute is going to be your best option. So for me, I like the 3-minute and the 5-minute. As you can see here, here's a quick win down here. And then let's get on to the Forex charts and some setups for this week. You see the setup came in right here, I entered right here, take profit got smashed right there. Second opportunity came in, it said to enter here, take profit got smashed again. Simple as that. Do not make it more complicated than that. In fact, I would suggest for many of you guys to start with the 5-minute time frame, and this is a simple way to be a 5-minute trader. And you know, you just sit back and let it ride. These parallel channels, they do move around because they're always trying to find the trend. They're always searching. See, like for an example, here was another setup on the 15-minute. If you want to be a 15-minute trader, here you go. All right, you can see price action slowly, and this is what I prefer, slow candles. I don't like the fast moving candles, okay? Slow movement, all right? So here's what happened. You see price action broke out of the downward channel. You got your entry, and then take profit got smashed. Then it broke out of this channel, this upward channel. Entry, you see this appeared. It won't appear until the conditions are met, which is why most people are now having major success, because for the first time you have a trading system with built-in rules that doesn't require you to think at all. You set the alert, wait for the alert to come out. When the alert comes out, the conditions has already been met. It does not require you to overthink it. So when the conditions are met, if you like it, and here's the other thing, you can turn these on. These are the moving averages, which you can adjust them to whatever you want. I have mine set on the 100, which is the green, and the 200, which is the red. So price action is following above the moving averages, right? So that's why this one is still going in the same flow as the market. So right here, you can see there was an entry, take profit got smashed. Then it broke out of this channel again, take profit got smashed. Not one time did it come back and do a drawdown to hit your stop loss or even come near it. It just ran right on through it, okay? All right, so that's how you use the Parallel Uni-Verz. Let's get on to this week's charts. It's some good stuff that's happening. I think the market is starting to normalize again since the war is starting to slow down, so that's a good thing. So Right here, I am seeing some retest areas that can potentially bring us some reversals. But again, you know me, on Sundays and Mondays, I don't like reversals at all. But here's where you turn on your alert. Look at this. Boop. It said to sell. It did give you some nice pips on the sell here. It said to buy. Nice move to the upside. Me, I'm not a big person who trades AUD a lot. But when it shows some good setups, take them, you know. Let's keep looking, see if we see anything. Right now, I'm looking for continuations at the beginning of the week, but some strong support and resistance levels so I know when the reversals could take place. Like, for an example, look at this. This was a beauty. Oh, my God. 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. But this one here, and this one is EuroCab, which I actually sent this trade out to the copycat group, and we won this trade. So on EuroCab, why did I do that? Because with the I'm sorry, I'm so used to trading a Parallel Uni-Verz. With the Sexy Analyst, which comes with your system, you would have seen this too. I turned on my inner channels, which is these thin red and green lines, and then the outer channels, which is telling me where is the main direction of the trend from the daily perspective. So when I seen this, you can see right here, price action hit the what I call the crossroads. Right here, here is the support line. It hit the support line, plus it also hit this support as well for an upward channel. And then I have my daily dot, which is also included in your membership. The supply and demand zones is included in your membership. So all of this information right here told me it was time to buy. We took this buy, and it was a beautiful win. In fact, I kind of got out a little too early, but, you know, hey, a win is a win. We won that trade for the copycat members, all right? So that was a nice trade. That's the stuff I'm looking for. Okay, let's take a look, see if we find anything juicy. I'm not a big fan of trading the Swiss pairs. These are typical trend trading pairs. They stay with that trend very hard. So as you can see, when it went down, huge consolidation range, and then it continued until it decided to bounce. So if I do trade this one, I'm looking for this to consolidate in this area, and I will be looking for sales only. I'm not looking for buys. Not a great fan of trading this Euro Swiss for reversals. EG seems to have hit a support level right here, but I expect it to come down and retest this bottom before going back up. Okay, let's keep going. Nothing here. Well, actually, I do like this one here, Euro NZD, but I will wait for a pullback. Make sure that this support level stays in place, and then Johnny rocket it out of there. All right, this was a beauty right here. I really like this one as well. I'm still waiting for a pullback on Euro AUD, but this one is a very, see how it's maintaining this right here. Let me mark this up so y'all can see it. See that? That's the trend, and it's my system already pre-built it in. You can see the green line right here. It pre-built it in, but just to draw the line, you can see it has created a higher low. Let's go to the daily and you'll see what's going on. That is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous setup right there. So if we do take this trade and you're a part of the copycat family, you will receive that trade once we take it. But I have my eye on that one. So that's that AUD. In fact, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be taking notes for myself. EA. All right. So that's a beauty. But I expect a pullback first on that one. Let's take a look. On this one here, you can see this one is one that I already sent out to the copycat family. We're already up 34 pips on this trade right here. You can see why I liked it. This one had a smoother setup than the Euro AUD did. Okay, so that was that. Go to that 15-minute time frame, and you can see a whackety whack. I'm sorry, 30-minute was where I took it off of. I think it was. Yeah, on that pullback. So it went up, and you see on that pullback, and when it crossed back over, I said, okay, time to hop in. And you can see we're up 34 pips on this trade. So this is a gorgeous trade, and I'm still holding it. And if I hold it all the way to the maximum velocity, we're looking at 336 pips on one single trade. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All righty then. So moving on, let's go to another setup, see if there's anything else. And we're already in that trade because it was for the copycat members. So if you're not part of the Super Easy Copycat family, you're missing out, guys, because we are knocking it out the park like we do week after week after week after week after week. Okay, let's see. Other than that, I don't really see much of anything else. We have to wait for the markets to develop. to give us some good setups. So a couple of things like we always do. As far as news, I always use my FX book, but I didn't see anything for this week, so I really didn't bother with it. If you want to join the Copycat members, just go here to supereasycopycat.com and you can choose your package, whether you want just the Forex, oil and silver, whatever, indices, we got that in there. Gold is in there as well. So you can do that. If you want to see how it works, just play this little short video. This is the copier. You'll play that. It'll show me taking the trade here. It'll show up on your account here. I close the trade here. It closes there. If I close a half position, it'll close automatically over here. You don't really have to do anything but set up the software. For those who want to be become a part of the Easy MT5 family, which, by the way, so many testimonies are pouring in from the Parallel Uni-Verz alone, but you do get access to all of these trading systems, plus there are more coming. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys, but I've already built several others that's going to be coming in your back office. It's all part of your membership, so no more selling one indicator at a time and you got to find the money for it. You just pay your monthly membership, and like a Netflix model, guess what? It's just easy to do. You get access to all of these trading systems. And so, like for an example, the the GBP AUD trade, 34 pips, that would have paid for several months of membership for this service alone, just off of one. And all you would have used was just these two together. And then imagine having a Parallel Uni-Verz for the futures market. You also have this one here. We have other indicators for the TradingView as well as the MT5. But again, the Mother's Day special, if you want the MT4s to be included, just say Mother's Day special. Send an email to supereasyforex@gmail.com after your purchase, and then authorize it for you to get all the MT4s as well. Now, moving forward, if you want to be part of the futures trading system, trading group, which, by the way, congrats to Ms. Jenny. She is just a phenomenal trader. I learned so much from her. So, long story short, they did about 400 points this week in the live trading session. So that's part of the New York. If you want my personal trade alerts, then tap right there. Okay, go ahead and sign up for the agent session. You'll be a part of my personal Telegram group where I send out my personal trade alerts. Okay, all right, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace and hair grease, and again, happy Mother's Day, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you.